Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess. Enough of building up the tension, let's just go into the door here. So we've basically reached the end of the dungeon. There actually aren't really any more rooms. There's still a couple in this dungeon that we haven't been to. But, you know, as I said in the first part of this, we're pretty much just going up, getting the statue, and coming back down. And as you can see when we enter this room, you may be able to see the statue back there in front of the window. Well, you can definitely see it now. So that's our goal, but there's something guarding it here. Let's see what's going to happen when we walk up to it. Whoa. So this guy is the Darknut. You know, he's been in a lot of Zelda games previously, of course. This is a pretty cool version of it. I still actually kind of prefer Ocarina of Time's version, but this one is actually a lot more deadly. And he's got two different forms. So first off, the easy way to deal with this, hit him once so he raises his shield, then do a shield attack. Of course that didn't work because I waited too long. Alright, let's try this again. Shield attack and then a helm splitter. When you do that, you can get around behind him and do your combo on him. You can actually block all of his attacks, so it's really not that big of a deal. Again, just hit him one more time. Because for some reason, whenever you hit him and he raises his shield, that tends to actually lower his guard for just a second when he's putting it back down. And that'll give you the leeway to use the shield attack. Whoa. Man. Okay, so we hit him. Waited too long again. That may actually be beneficial. It's really hard to dodge. Unlike Ocarina of Time, this guy's actually quite fast. See, you can also do that if you want. If you're really quick on your feet, wait for him to swing. So once you knock off all his armor, he actually has another form where he throws his big sword at you, but then takes out the smaller sword. And this one, he is extremely fast and can block pretty much everything. And he dodges out of the way. I mean, the Darknut is really an awesome enemy in this game. So basically, the easy way that I found to deal with this is do a back slice. That'll, like, he'll block it, but it'll open his guard up, and then you can do another combo. That's not gonna work. And this pretty much works every time. Oh, nice. See, I mean, you can be really quick about it like that and pretty much just get a seamless combo in on him. But otherwise, he will either block or jump out of the way of almost everything you do. So the Darknut is definitely a formidable enemy in this game. But if you know the right way to do it, you can actually take out both of his forms without too much trouble. As long as you're in pretty good control of what you're doing. So once we defeated this guy, we can actually open the chest that he was guarding, and we're going to be getting the item of this dungeon, which is a little bit unique. It's the Dominion Rod. This amazing rod can infuse ancient statues with life. Hold wire X, aim, and use it to give light and life to statues. And a statue brought to life will move like its master. So that's basically what we're going to have to use. It again takes the top slot in your inventory, so that's kind of annoying. If you want to get something else, like the ball and chain or the claw shot. But you can use the Dominion Rod and aim it at this statue here. Then what will happen is the statue will actually come to life. You can see it activating here. You won't get this big scene every time. This is just introducing it. So now that we have control of him, he'll move the way you move. Go around in circles. So let's bring him down. And another thing you can do is if you hit the button your Dominion Rod is assigned to, you can actually make him do like a hammer swing there. So this is basically what we're going to have to be using to get make our way back down through the tower. And then you can see this bell here. It's kind of lit up. It's got that light green glow on it. We actually want to be taking the statue into these things. And that's basically like a teleporter, sort of. Whenever the bell goes down, it disappears, and it's going to appear back into the next room because, you know, obviously we're not going to be able to take it through doors or anything. And also, the compass will show us the statue's position at all times on the map. It'll be marked by a big red dot, which you may be able to see here. Or this may just be the teleporters, I don't know, we'll see in a little bit. So anyway, the statue has now appeared in the next room. So let's grab a hold of it. Yeah, see, the statue is the big red dot. It moves around with me here. And we actually need to get through this gate. We're going to have to use the hammer swing there to break it. The statue can pretty much demolish everything in this dungeon. It's quite awesome. It's a really cool weapon. It'll defeat these things without any trouble in just one shot. And not only that, but you can stay, you know, really far away from it whenever you want to destroy something. So basically what's going to happen here is he can't jump or anything. So we need to stand on this switch, which will lower the little platform that I played around with in the last part. Then we take control of him to walk him forward, and then he'll go up with the platform. This place, going back down, is pretty much full of puzzles just like that, where you've got to find a way to either like get him up a ledge, or here, we're going to have to use him to disable the electric field here. Let's get back a little bit. Now, previously we just set a statue down on it, on the switch, in order to deactivate the electrical barrier. But this time we actually have to use our statue friend. The other good thing about him is you can destroy these traps here. Oh. Yeah, if you hit the wall, then he'll actually stutter too, so definitely be aware of that. Alright, so now we're just going to kind of take a stroll together down these stairs. And he also makes this room a lot easier because you can just get behind him and pretty much just have him go crazy on stuff. He'll also destroy the BMO statues. I mean, that's just how powerful he is. Let's just take care of the rest of these spinners. Another one back here. There we go. So there is one funny thing I'm actually going to do, which is kind of stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you actually stand in front of him and do the hammer swing, he will actually bonk you on the head and take off quite a bit of life. So, you know, obviously, don't do that if you can help it. So we want to set him on this little platform here because, again, he can't jump. So whenever we set ourselves on the little switch, we can... Okay, actually, this isn't what we need to be doing then. We're going to have to get something to set on the switch because we can't actually take control of him from back there. So what we have to do, we can actually also take control of these little statues that we previously just picked up. So we have to drag that one off of the column there, and we can set him down on the switch. So now we can just take control of our big statue buddy and move him forward onto the little bell. And that'll transport him into the next room. That's pretty much how it's going to be from here on out. Really, your goal is just to keep moving the statue from room to room. And that's really all there is to it. Now, it gets a little bit more complicated here because, as you may remember, we're going to have to go back through the scales again. And this place, actually, figuring out this part of the puzzle, like my very first time through the game when I wasn't using a guide or anything, it actually took me quite a long time to figure this out. Alright, so we can move him onto the scales here, and of course this guy's quite heavy. He's twice as heavy as Link, even. So what we have to do is throw the, well, not like that. Gotta get farther back there. We have to throw these two statues up, and when we get back up off of it, you can actually see that it still doesn't raise, even though we've got our weight off of it. So basically what we have to do is come around here to the side, and yeah, we don't need that one, actually. So we're then going to have to go back up around the other way through all these spiders again. I took a hit there, but who cares? We got plenty of health, it doesn't matter. So when we come back, we can actually see there's a bunch of smaller statues up here. And this is the part that I could never figure out. Like, I never knew that there were statues up here. So we're going to take two of them. Because, as I said, the big statue is twice as heavy as Link, and Link is the same weight as two statues. So let's throw both of these up here. And when we do that, it will even out, and the big statue guy can actually get around. We're going to have to move all the statues around again, though, because, he, as I said before, he can't jump. So we have to take each of these 4 statues and throw them up on the other scale, which is quite a pain, but necessary, I guess. Well, that was close. I almost actually fell off. Alright, throw this one. Just one more. It doesn't take that long, but it is a little annoying. Alright. And now that will even out the weight of the big statue, and we can just pull them across now. Oh. I always like to try to be fancy with it and not aim. Like, as long as you're kind of facing in the direction of the statue, it'll take control of it anyway. Okay, so you may have remembered that I told you not to worry about dealing with these spiders the first time through this room. The reason is because you can have this huge statue here. You can actually use him to take care of pretty much everything. And you don't really have to worry about getting ambushed by them or anything. Alright, let's get back behind him and get some cover again. Just a few left. This is quite fun, actually, smashing all those tiny spiders with a giant statue. So once we defeat all of them, this chest appears. This chest isn't anything important, but it is nice to have. Because when we open it, it gives us 50 rupees. You know, you might as well take a free 50 rupees if you can, right? So we've done all we need to do with the statue in this room. Let's just get him back onto the little teleporter here. And it'll move him one room forward. So we're actually not done in this room yet. There's one more thing we need to do. This is one of those things where, you know, you wouldn't really get this on your way up, just pretty much on your way down. Since we have 4 statues on that scale over here, this little scale is actually lifted all the way up. We can climb onto this pillar and use our claw shot, and we can actually get to this little spot up here. And we don't really have time to explore much further than this, so I'm just going to leave it here. In the next part, we'll take our little spinner track around and see what lies over there. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.